Hey guys, welcome back to rhrjen. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. The internet is still completely exploding from all the craziness that happened with Meghan at Paris Fashion Week. I've been over in videos, so much going on, so much more coming out. I just can't even believe it. It's shocking even for Meghan. This actually beats the near catastrophic car chase, and I'm surprised to be able to say that. Anyway, today I'm taking a look at Saint Meghan Markle. It's the Reddit group where we're talking about funny memes and all the stuff coming out since this disaster of a fashion show. So if you're new here, I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the thumbs up and leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my video. I sincerely appreciate it. And a huge thank you again to everybody who's recently used the hype button. It's only rolled out to certain people, but if you've been able to hit it, I wanted to sincerely thank you for that, because it really is helping push my videos, drive my numbers, all that stuff. So thank you so much for that. Okay. Now, again, a reminder, I do have a second channel. It is my weight loss channel. It's called Goose Adventures, where I'm detailing how I lost over 140 pounds. The most recent video, I go into overcoming weight loss plateaus, and I'm showing befores and afters and everything in between. So go check that out. Now let's dive right on in, shall we? Yes, we have lots to talk about. All right, starting with the Twitter memes. Somebody pulled some of the best ones. This was from Rue's Mama. Some of the best ones floating around Twitter. I thought we could take a look because people have had so much to laugh at, to say about Meghan's outfit, and I'm here for it. It's pretty funny. So just a reminder, this, of course, is what she wore. Believe it or not, this is actually what she wore. She was not in a Star Wars movie. She wishes. This is what she wore to that fashion show in Paris. And as you can imagine, people are going absolutely nuts over it. I did my own take on it. You can find that in, I don't know what day this is going up, probably yesterday's video. So check that out. But in the meantime, let's take a look. This was one of the funniest things to me. Somebody pointed out that she has decided to dress like her wine bottle. I just found that so funny. I didn't even think about that. I wish I had. This is exactly as it was included with St. Meghan Markle. So I don't know who made this or what, but I love it. I love it. The wine bottle. That is fantastic. Yeah, let's go back. That's exactly what she actually, the wine bottle looks more neatly packed than whatever is going on with her. That is crazy. It really is. All right. Duchess Katerina Farkle says, I was so sure she'd keep the trash bag theme going. Look, perfect for evening. I don't claim to be a fashion expert, but there's just so much craziness here. Let me go back. I just can't stop talking about this, how bad it is. And look at how smug she is in it. But the whites, if you look close, they don't match. The top and the pants, they didn't match each other. They're different materials. Even the top part seems to be a little bit different from the other top part, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It is crazy pants. And again, I was told that it was, I was told by Google, and I believe it was Harper's Bazaar, that it cost north of $10,000 just for the outfit. How crazy is that? Seriously, what is happening? But let's continue on. So the Royal Rogue, I pointed out this one before, had posted this. I'm finding it so funny where he took a toilet paper roll and put googly eyes on it. In fairness, the toilet paper roll and googly eyes have a little bit more expression than whatever's going on with Meghan here. It's so bad. It's like shockingly bad. Harry's gray suit posted this. Found it. All right. Oh my gosh, I couldn't stop laughing about this one as well. She should think about a beard. At least, let's see, hold on one second. At least stop dyeing her hair with Sir Ian McKellen. Big fan, but that is so funny and so funny. It's just so perfect. That is exactly what she appears to be cosplaying as. That's fantastic. Well done. Soft targets for that. That's great. Okay. Again, going back to the Royal Rogue, somebody had posted, wait a minute. I thought it looked familiar with this image here. And then remember the guy that did the puppets? What was his name? Jeff Dunham? I know, the guy that did the puppets. Meghan and Harry? I don't know. Isn't he her puppet? She just says, I love you. And it's, Meghan doing Harry's voice, I don't know. But, here you go, saying that, the puppet wore it better. And this gets my vote, much more practical. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. And then just a wadded up paper or toilet paper or tissue paper or something with some string and some googly eyes. Now, funny side note, personal note, my Gosling went through this phase when she was like, she was like 4 years old. She thought googly eyes were the best thing ever. Excuse me. So literally, she stuck googly eyes on everything. Everything in my house had googly eyes on it. The coffee pot had googly everything. I randomly found googly eyes on my shower door. Like, just everything had googly eyes on it. So, I mean, I feel like even years later, I was finding googly eyes on things. So, yeah, googly eyes is very much a thing that was alive and well in the household. She would stick googly eyes above her belly button and go, hello. Again, 4 years old. Way more creative than anything that we've ever seen from Meghan, but I find that so funny, and then, I don't know, every time I see the googly eyes, I think of the Gosling and the googly eyes. Um, so people were pointing out she either cosplayed, because it's nearly Halloween, she either cosplayed as a mummy or a ghost, which I find very funny, and again, those are way more creative choices than whatever is going on with her in this. I don't. Okay, and then this very clever person, again, I didn't black out these names. They were blacked out on St. Meghan Markle. I'm guessing so that way the original posters don't catch backlash from the Sussex squad, which, by the way, can I just say they are out in full force. The sugars, whatever you want to call them. I call them the mediocre mafia. If you're new here, that's who I'm talking about. They're out in full force. I've had them rampant in my comments. It's pretty funny to me because what that tells me is this one knew that there would be big time backlash from this behavior and everything that went on, that in my opinion it would appear that she or someone in her team have released the trolls and the bots and everything else to try to combat all the obvious negative press that Meghan's getting. And it's very funny because I always point this out. It's not like, I mean, yes, we're laughing at her clothes here, but nobody is really saying horrible things about her. We're talking about the horrible behavior she's done. We're not saying horrible things about her and her person. But boy, did they go low. That's exactly what they did. So I've had quite a few nasty comments. I'm not worried about it. I feel great. I bring it on. It's fine. But yeah, quite a few nasty comments lately. And I can tell when they've been dispatched or paid or whatever you want to say on that, because they are back out in full force. And I find it pretty funny. It tells me that she's pretending like everything's fine, but everything's not fine, because it's usually in times like this where they dispatch them to try to quiet the negative press. But it doesn't matter. It's not going to work. This is real bad for her, real bad. All right, let's continue on with this one. But didn't she whine that the British royal family forced her to avoid wearing colors other than the weird red dress with the crazy cups? I call that the boob east and west dress. It's like you don't know which eye to look into, except for it's not eyes. Yeah, it's so weird. She almost never wears anything non-casual that has any color. Yeah, exactly. I say the same thing. I mean, it's beige. You have to say it like your voice is putting your face to sleep. And white now is her new thing. It's supposed to be like angelic or something, but it's not working. Hey, spoiler alert, it's not working. All right. And then I can't believe the different, yes, fabric and color was intentional. I agree. I cannot make any sense out of that. If you bear with me, I actually still have, sorry, I know the camera shakes when I click the buttons, but I still have the slides right here that I can show you. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, you cannot make sense out of this. Look at the pants, look at the shirt. The way the lights are bright, it does her a favor to make it look like they match. They didn't match. You can kind of see it more there. Look at the pants versus the top, and whatever's happening up here. They're not the same whites. They're not the same fabrics. So she's trying to say it's intentional, but it's very, very much, it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be just I'm sorry. Do we need one? I think we do. You ready? Messy. It seems to just be messy. Oh, but she's smug. Smuggler, so much smuggly duckling, something's going on here. Um, I will say something funny. We're gonna get to this. Oh god, that still cracks me up. We're gonna get to this. Hold on. I think you can kind of see it there. No, I have it in the other pictures. We're gonna get to it, but basically, turns out she brought her makeup artist with her, and her makeup was a complete disaster. Believe me, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not at a fashion show hiring a makeup artist. I'm doing it myself. So if I'm bragging about bringing Uncle Daniel, the makeup artist, don't get me started on that guy. Um, I would probably make sure my makeup was on point, and I'm not just trying to be mean. It truly looks crazy. I have a picture coming up. You'll see what I'm talking about. Bear with me and I'll show it to you. In fact, let me, if you can bear with me, I will show you right now because it's worth showing you. Hold on. Yep, here it is. It's the picture on the right. Act surprised in a minute when I actually bring this up, but this is coming up. Look at the picture on the right. This is with her makeup done by Uncle Daniel. Is this the look you're going for? I mean, I'm pale as pale as pale. She's got me beat. But not just that, it's the shine. Again, I'm shiny all the time as well. I have a million lights facing at me, but hello, like less than $10 at the drugstore, you know? The makeup artist doesn't know this? Hello? What's going on? I don't get it. What is she supposed to look like? Because she looks like she's like nauseated or something, or like yeah, I think that's just a pale zombie. I don't know. There's a lot going on. And I'm sorry, we will get to this, but how does somebody's face change that much? And I say that as somebody, I'm going to talk about myself again because I'm Meghan. I underwent a huge change, 140 pounds. So yeah, I look different, but I think you can tell why. I've lost a whole other person. I weigh less than half of what I did. But my God, like I can't I oh, wrong picture. I can't make sense out of this change. I really can't. It's not that for her. Yeah, she's lost weight, but yeah, she's changed shapes. I don't understand it either. Anyway, let's go back and finish this. We'll get there. But yeah, the outfit sucks and it made it even worse. The fabrics, absolutely agree. She looks like toilet paper wrapped. Okay, I'll leave that there. But yeah, there's that. Her wine bottle made me, oh, they were laughing about the wine bottle. I laughed about that too, the wrapping. So then they added in, I wish I could make that bigger. Toilet paper dragging behind her, and that made me laugh as well. All right, let's get out of the meme, shall we? And let's talk some other stuff. We will get to the changing looks, but I thought this was an interesting point. Let's discuss it, shall we? This was posted by Jones 29876. The only reason to invite Meghan Markle to your event is if you want the event itself to be overshadowed by the avalanche of pathetic press stunts she engages in after the event. Can you imagine? So let's put it in not obnoxious terms. You're invited to a dinner party and then you're like, you leave and everybody's like, "Oh my God, thank God Jen is gone. She sucks so bad." I'm sure that happened. No, but you get what I'm saying? Like they're more talking about, "Did you see when she spilled the wine? Oh my God." And then she, whatever. She wiped her face with her shirt, whatever crazy thing. All they can talk about are your antics, not your presence at the event. It's not about that. It's about the crazy crap you got up to. Well, take that dinner party and times it by 100 million, and that's where you're at. But it's every time. Oh, I meant to say too, I'm sorry. I got to give Gigi, my mom, a shout out. My mom is brilliant. Hi, Gigi, if you're watching. So, okay. I have to digress for a minute, but it kind of ties in with this. And she made such a brilliant point. I forgot to give her credit. I'm the worst daughter, so I better pay her credit right now. Let me see if I have, hold on. I should have come prepared with this. I have it. So in yesterday's video, I showed something. Hold on. Right here. Okay. I showed this, my attempt at being Meghan, I have shorts on, don't worry. I'm wearing my bathrobe backwards, and I just decided, well, I'll wear wellies because I love wellies and because I love Catherine. So they're the barber wellies like Catherine has. And my mom and dad both had gotten me these like a couple Christmases ago, and I love them. And so mom pointed out, again, talk about disaster events. She was talking about the Kevin Costner event and how they couldn't even come country theme. And she said, hell, I'm more country theme in terms of being out in the country than Megan did for the event. And I just thought that was such a funny point. And so I had to give mom a shout out. So if you guys want to leave a comment for Gigi, I'll make sure she sees them. Thank you, Gigi, for the boots and for the comment. That was brilliant. So I was like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. She's spot on, as I say. All right, let's go back though to the original because I'm not done. Oops, that's not it. Talking about this. So the disaster. Yeah, she's a disaster everywhere she goes. So again, tying back in the Kevin Costner event, they can only talk about her crazy antics on stage and then back off to the side and not dressing him too. I'm not leaving him out, but them both not dressing on the theme and just kind of making asses of themselves everywhere they go. So again, imagine inviting her, who would do that, but invite her anywhere and the antics are all people are going to talk about. That's absolutely bonkers. So if she didn't want to amplify the bad press, she wouldn't complain about it. She's invited to Paris by Balenciaga, posts a video of her feet, maybe or maybe not anywhere near the site of Princess Diana's car crash. Now, I've heard both sides of this too. And I'm going to say, I do believe it was right next to the car crash because Daily Mail it's Meghan's people trying to convince you that it's not. Daily Mail did an article about it and they showed the map and it was like sorry, I'm doing the drive route, but it was right there. It was right there, according to Daily Mail and what they thought was the route. It was right there. But I'm sorry, I don't care. If it's in Paris, that's close enough. Your husband's mom was killed in a car accident in Paris and you're posting crazy stuff like your feet up. I just find that tacky and rude and then so much worse because again of the horrific nature, of the tragedy. Of course she knew what she was doing and of course she's amplifying it. I feel very strongly about this, but her people are trying to convince you, oh no, it wasn't at the crash site. Believe me, again, you know how I was talking about the mediocre mafia? That's what they've been saying in my comments as well. That's one of many things they've been saying in my comments, which by the way, keep commenting. Every comment helps. Thank you. Anyway, so let's see here. Maybe not anywhere near the side. Okay, yeah. Same thing for the Hertz Feminist Award. Nearly catastrophic car crash. Yeah, absolutely. They turned that event into all about the car chase. Sure, Jan. Too many events with the British royal family to even list. All the time stories were about the offense and insult to the thin-skinned Sussexes rather than Her Majesty the late Queen. The moral of this is when you invite Meghan Markle to your event becomes just a backdrop or a vehicle for her PR team to create victim stories about herself. Exactly that. Whatever it is, she's going to play victim. I keep waiting for the story to come out that she was chased by paparazzi in Paris anytime now because I think she's just getting so much public backlash. That's where I really feel like that's where we're headed. I really do. It's funny because of all the shows at the Paris Fashion Week, she only went to the Balenciaga and all the celebs out there. Balenciaga got Meghan Markle. They both got the worst deal. Now, I hate Balenciaga. I don't even want to talk about them or publicize them. They are the worst as far as that disgusting kid stuff goes. It is kind of a funny point, though, if you think about it. They got each other. Balenciaga got Markled. Markle got Balenciaga. Enjoy that. Horrible deserves horrible. I don't know. The scandal is part of the headlines, though. It's been totally resurrected and mentioned throughout the weekend. This appearance was not a success. So I thought this was such a good point because people were arguing, well, it still helps Balenciaga because, the even good, bad, they're talking about it. I don't believe that it did. It's not just because, I'm not into Meghan and Harry. I really tried to think about it. And if I felt the other way, I would tell you. I have no reason to lie. I feel like This did not help them. It resurrected that scandal. I think they were hoping to brush that under the table, and that did nothing because nobody's talking about, "Oh, did you see this outfit or that outfit?" It's well, except for Meghan's horrible outfit, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not about the show, it's not about the models, it's about the disaster of Meghan. So I don't think it was successful for either side. I really don't. I think Meghan wants to create that wild buzz that surrounded Diana's appearances, where Diana steps foot out of a car and you see the street lined with hundreds of people, 10 deep, waiting to get a glimpse of her. The flash going off and all that. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to cut this here, but I agree completely. I think so too. I think that's exactly what, thank you, Miss Beaverhouse, exactly what she was hoping for, but she'll never have that. Diana had charisma and charm and warmth. And, you know, I get it. People sometimes point out Diana's faults and all that. I'm not here to do that. I just want to say, however you felt about her, I think she's a lovely woman. I really do. Warts and all. Like, I don't mean that literally. I'm saying like flaws and all. Yes, it sounds like there were flaws, but I'm not here to do that. I'm really not. I think she seemed like a lovely lady, and there's a reason why she was beloved. She did a lot of good for a lot of people, and a lot of good causes. So I have nothing but respect for her. And Meghan will never be that. Meghan never will understand it. She'll never get it. The reason I bring that up about Diana is not to disparage her, but a lot of times when I say something about Diana, people like to bring up, oh, she was very much attention seeking and things. Fine. But it's not even kind of the same level, I don't think. Not even as Harry, I don't think, in my opinion. I really don't think. I mean, everybody's got flaws. Who among us doesn't? But my God, I've not seen a level like this before. This is absolutely insane at this point. All right. Serpentine Sin says, truly the best of the worst. Meanwhile, over at Givenchy, creative director Sarah Burton, who designed Catherine, Princess of Wales' wedding dress, they had Charlize Theron, Jenna Ortega, Gwendolyn Christie, Rooney Mara, all these people. Okay. Oh, and Tracy Ellis Ross, who sat next to him at Balenciaga, was at Givenchy as well. It is surprising. It is and it's not. I'm surprised Meghan didn't try to pull strings and be a plus one at another show. Maybe she tried and it didn't work. But I'm surprised she didn't do any other show. I wonder. I have no idea. I literally have nothing to base this on. I just wonder if that was part of the deal. And what I mean is I've heard just from years of covering housewives. Now, it's not like they're going to Paris Fashion Week necessarily, but I'm saying just the behind the scenes, you never know about deals and clauses and all this stuff and how things work. But I wonder, there's speculation that the company, I'm tired of saying their name. I don't even like them. The Predator company, the exploited kids company, they I just wonder, there's rumors going around that they flew out Markle and put her up in a suite and stuff. Maybe that was part of the deal, is maybe she's not supposed to go to other shows, meaning like, so that way they can say it was an exclusive. She just came to her. I don't know if it had gone well, but I feel like this was such a disaster. Just nobody's addressing any of it except for the people covering it and you guys talking about it. So let's face it, apart from the white monstrosity she was wearing, no one was talking about the clothes on the catwalk. I just love this comment. This one made me laugh. I couldn't even tell you what was on the catwalk, but it made me laugh. Appropriate Celery said, not surprising since they look like they came out of a garbage can. All right. Tell us how you really feel. That's really funny, though. That made me laugh. Okay. I want to go to that other story. Here we go. So I'm going to preface this by saying, you know me, I don't body shame. I'm not trying to body shame. I have lost a significant, let me try that again, significant amount of weight. I know she's been through weight ups and downs and stuff. I'm not really trying to go there, but it is striking how different. We all age. It's coming for all of us. We all change as we get older, but most of us don't get head transplants. We don't. Again, I'm sorry. Again, 140 pounds. Yeah, I look different. Things have changed. I've changed things, but hopefully you can still tell it's me. There are pictures of Meghan where I'm just like, I can't believe that's Meghan, Like, people had pointed out she's looking more oh, sorry. She's looking more like, what that one I can't stand, Abigail Spencer. She does. It's crazy how much she's morphed. She wants oh, yeah, there you go. Shout out to Elevated with Hummus. She wanted to look more like Abigail Spencer and less like Doria Ragland. Maybe that's what it is. Now, I have to say allegedly because we don't know. Nobody knows for sure. So I'm going to say a big fat allegedly, but people are wondering, speculating, hypothesizing, if you will. Did she have that? I never said it. Is it buckle? The fat removal surgery where I'm pointing because it's usually, I think, around here you have it removed. I can't remember how it works. I looked it up before. It's fine. But real talk, and I've had people in the comments say they have it. And I always say, I am not here to judge anybody's anything. Do whatever you want. It's your body, it's your face. I don't care. I've done, like we've all done stuff, whatever it is. It's up to you. Or we've wanted to do stuff, whatever it is, it's up to you. But that one I really don't understand. Now I've had people say they've had like jaw issues, so they've done stuff like that. Fine. Okay. If it again, I'm not here to judge that. What I will say, I don't understand it because I do think as we age and we change, when it I don't want to I'm not trying to hurt anybody that's had it done because I have lovely people in my comments that had it done, but I just wonder if it's going to make certain people, let's say, age quicker. I don't understand that. I don't want to lose, like, even as I've lost weight, I still like the cheekage going on. I don't want to lose that. I would never do anything to lose that on purpose. I know I can't help it, but like I don't want to lose it because I think things like that make you more youthful. And so I don't know. I just don't understand that particular procedure. That's my opinion. But a lot of people are saying that's what they think she's done. I don't even, oh, they were saying that she must hate herself. And this person says, no, I don't think she hates herself. She loves herself and she's addicted to plastic surgery. Maybe, again, I'm not here to judge that. Do what you want to do. But it is weird how often she seems to dramatically change. Again, I know, dramatic change. But she takes it to a level, I mean, beyond what I've seen. I don't know. It's wild. I think she was attractive with her more natural face. I actually tend to agree. When I go back and look at her engagement photos, this is just my opinion. You can agree or disagree. And I'm I'm not trying to go nasty. I never want to go after anybody's like physical looks because there's things we can't help. But I'll just tell you my opinion. I thought she was an attractive girl back then. I thought she was actually really pretty back then. There were choices she made, fashion-wise and everything else that I never understood, but I thought she was pretty when they got engaged, but then, I don't know, it was soon after that oh, my hair just went nuts. It was soon after that, um, something changed, and I was just like, "What did she do? I don't understand it. I really don't." The curl got stuck. I don't understand what she's done, and so she hasn't looked the same since, so I got nothing. I really can't make sense out of it. She's had every couple of months, it seems she changes everything completely. A lot of people are saying, again, allegedly, we don't know what she's done or not done, but she's had that, procedure to look more gaunt. Maybe so, and then people are speculating what other celebs may have had it done. I don't know. I need to Google that and see. But, this person oh my god, I just noticed their name. Guys, look at their username. I love it. I don't know who you are, but we're gonna be friends now. Ready? Titty Sprinkles USA says being a hateful, evil, self-serving stalker will do that. Wow. Well done. I'm going to leave this here. You got to let me know your thoughts on all this. It is wild to see the memes and that all this craziness is still continuing to come out. And as it continues to come out, I'll talk about it. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate all the love and support. You've got to leave me comments on this. Tell me your thoughts on all of it. I'm just I didn't think I could be this surprised by either of them anymore. I've been at this since 2020, so 5 years of covering this stuff. And well, I haven't been exclusively covering them, but I've been just talking. Okay, that's wrong. I started the channel in 2020, but I've been covering them for the last few years. And I just I didn't think I could be surprised by them anymore. Not like this. And here we are. Here we are. That's pretty impressive, actually. I'll give them that compliment. They never you'd think most people would run out of psychotic things to do, but not these two. Here we are. Anyway. All right. If you sorry, leave me comments on all of this. Let me know your thoughts. If you want to further support, there's several ways to do it. Be sure to hit the hype button as it really does help me out. I do keep talking about my second channel. It's right here. It is Goose Adventures. Check me out over there. That's where I'm detailing my weight loss. You can see my dramatic befores and afters. This was my last video I just posted. I do some healthy fall recipes and how to overcome weight loss plateaus. So that's something that, again, I know about. So I can help, whether it's working out or eating healthy or just making a big change. I am all about that. Check that out. Okay. Also, if you want to further support, check out my merch. I have Everything's Fine through Gritty Teeth and like a goose. And I love that stuff so much. And I have Beetlejuice. So check that out if you're interested for Halloween. And then, of course, check out my Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Yes, it's my old name, but it's got tons of bonus content, tons of new stuff. I post 3 times a week over there. Most creators give you 1. I give you 3. And so for as little as $5 a month, you have access to my full catalog, including the old stuff, all the new stuff, and everything in between. So check that out if you're interested. And a huge thank you to all my executive producers, the geese and ganders. You saw flashed on the screen before you. You guys are lovely, and I appreciate all the support. That's going to do it for me. You've got to let me know your thoughts on this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. And again, as they continue to do more crazy stuff, I'll continue to talk about it. I hope you all have the best day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. Okay, they're gone. Gosh, I am stuck on how crazy this is. I really am. Are you guys? Again, I think I'm more shocked that I'm shocked. Not that I'm shocked that they're still able to shock me is shocking. That's a lot of shock, but it's crazy. It really is. You'd think this many years into this, and after calling Her Majesty the late Queen the Istwards and all the horrible things they've done, they wouldn't be able to shock me like this. But here we are. I did not see putting your feet up, basically mocking Diana, Princess of Wales crash site, belittling it and putting down your husband like that on the bingo card. I didn't. I'm in shock about this. I really am. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. If you stayed tuned this long, what should we comment? Let's see. If you stay tuned this long, tell me, would you not blink? I don't even want to say their name. Any other fashion show, Paris Week, would you like to go to that? Does that interest you at all? Or is that just not your thing? I'm curious. I would love to go. I love Paris. I've been a couple of times. Knock on wood. I feel very fortunate to have been. I'm not, the fashion thing just kind of flies right over my head. And the idea of big crowds, I get a little anxious. So none of that appeals to me. It's more of just the idea of a trip to Paris. Yeah, let's go. A trip anywhere. Yeah, let's go. So that's my answer to that. But does that interest you? I know some of you guys are into fashion. So let me know if that interests you. And we'll leave that here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have the best day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. It's my lucky shirt. Yeah. I love this color, though. For fall, I just think it's so cute. All right. Bye. Oh, goodness gracious.